we are going to do a review of Haider. Now, Haider, as you all know, is a Vishal Bhardwaj film, and he has successfully adapted the bards or William Shakespeare's plays into very popular films. Othello became Onkara, Macbeth became Maqbool, and now Hamlet became Haider. What Vishal Bhardwaj has always managed to do is how he brings out the sensibilities and the characters of William Shakespeare's plays and how he kind of transports them in the Indian cultural milieu. That is something for which he has always been appreciated. But Haider has received amazing reviews from all over the media. Haider is the story of this boy who comes back from Aligarh. He's a Kashmiri. He comes back from Aligarh on hearing the news of his father's disappearance. Now, his father was a doctor, a very peace-loving man, and he finds out that he has been arrested by the Indian Army. When he comes back, he sees his mother is now with his uncle, played by Kay Menon. His mother is Tabu, and she has a pivotal role in the film. In fact, many reviews have said that the film belongs to her. I will be talking to Kshitij to find out about that. So Haider is about to lose his mind when he finds out that there is a huge conspiracy, and in comes Irfan Khan. Irfan Khan then sets the wheels of the story in motion, and that is what the film is about. First, let's take a look at the trailer of this film, and then I will go across to Kshitij for his review. Take a look.
Haider, मेरा इंतकाम लेना मेरे भाई से। उसकी उन दोनों आंखों में गोलियां दागना जिन आंखों से उसने तुम्हारी मां पर फरेब डाले थे।
Looks like a very powerful film. Now let me go across to Haider, sorry, not Haider, to Kshitij Roy, who has watched Haider, and let's find out what he has to say about the film. Hi, Kshitij.
Hello.
Hi. So you've managed to watch Haider?
Yeah, I went. The first thing which I did yesterday was to just rush to the theater to watch Haider.
All right. Okay, that's good. Good to know that you're a. Are you a Vishal Bhardwaj fan or a Shahid fan?
Yeah. Since I have watched Onkara and Maqbool, he has been my, one of those directors whose movies I just cannot, just let them be.
Great.
So it's one great thing to be there first day first show and watch the movies.
Fantastic. And okay, so tell us your review about Haider.
So Haider for me is the most amazing thing which has happened to Indian cinema this year. It just not amazes you; it just entraps you into its thinking. It talks about an environment called Kashmir, and it doesn't romanticize it. And the brilliance of Vishal Bhardwaj lies in the fact that he has, tried to portray things, as realistically as he could. And in times where we do not find politically motivated cinemas, politically inspired cinemas, he had just got with full guts to speak about things which we were, just ignoring in our cinema screens. That's what makes Haider a very special cine treat for all cinegoers.
Yes, in fact, I was reading the reviews, Kshitij, and it said that he has made a political statement in this film. But most importantly, we'll get to the politics of Kashmir later. Of course, yeah, like you rightly said, he has not romanticized Kashmir. He has painted a very gritty image of Kashmir. What about the actors? Tell me about the protagonist, Shahid. Tell me, of course, Kay Menon doesn't really need, he's brilliant. Tabu has been phenomenally good in this film, hasn't she?
Yeah, she has been great, and the role she's been portrayed, the mother of Haider, the role itself is a very poignant role. It's something which is not written every day, and it requires, primacy as an actor of sort of like Tabu, who could only replay it, on the screen. And Tabu has been phenomenal as an actress, and the chemistry with every single actor, be it Kay Menon on screen or be it Shahid Kapoor. The chemistry between both the actors and Tabu also, it has been great, and the way things have been portrayed, I think Tabu has done a great role, and it's an ensemble of some great artists, So you have the whole audience clapping and wooing when, Irfan Khan makes his entry. And then Shahid Kapoor is also phenomenal because he has done his, I think it's his comeback movie. Shahid has done a great job in the movie. And we have seen how well he partners with, Vishal when he worked with in Kamine.
Yes.
And now he comes back and it's a chutzpah, There's a term used in this movie called chutzpah. It's a Hebrew word, I don't know. But it's something which he's scheduled on the screen. And every single actor, There are two very small cameo roles played by actors. I don't know their name precisely, but they are the one to look forward. They have mimicred Salman Khan in a brilliant way. So in a way, it's a very great ensemble of cast, and I think it's a very great movie to watch.
Tell me about Shraddha. Shraddha has been accepted by people after, I think, Ashiki 2. And how has she portrayed her character? She plays the role of a journalist, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, she plays a role. She's the lady love of Haider, and she
childhood
sticks by him
sweetheart
throughout the movie. And then after the interval, there's a brilliant, revolving around his character, her character. She's the one who, is the silent portrayal of everything wrong which has Kashmir been subjected to.
Okay.
And contrary to the roles which Shraddha played in Ashiki 2 or in Equivalent, chirpy kind of roles, romantic, here she has got the substance to portray things which are, not told on the screen every day. So in a way, it's something great for her also. It's a breakaway into an unknown territory, which Vishal does with every actress.
Yes.
It just tells them to be what they are. And as an actress, Shraddha has also just she's been phenomenal. Again, it's been very great. So I think the screenplay was such that it gives ample space to each and every character to just go and do whatever they can do on the screen.
Great. All right. Stay with us, Kshitij. I do want to discuss a couple of other issues in the film, and one of them is the reaction that social media actually had, because there were a lot of people who demanded a boycott of the film. There were a lot of Kashmiri pundits who said that the film deserves to be boycotted because of the way they've been portrayed. The Indian Army has been portrayed. So, of course, it's Vishal Bhardwaj's most political film. But what exactly has he been able to balance all of that? Of course, you and I will have to watch the film to really find out. Let's take a look at some of the reactions that were doing the rounds on Twitter. Why are such films being allowed in a country that glorifies terror, separatists and an anti-army theme? We must not watch Boycott Haider. That, in fact, was a hashtag, Boycott Haider. Any movie that sympathizes with terrorists, insults Indian Army, goes to the bin. Boycott Haider again. Define irony. People who supported the screening of Vishwarupam in the name of freedom of expression wants to boycott Haider. All right. Boycott Haider, nuisance in the name of films. Be prepared for a movie on the director's. Okay, that'll also be a film. Boycott Haider is the garbage that should be swept out, says Hartosh Singh Bal. All right. I'm convinced that the Boycott Haider hashtag has been created by the makers of Bang Bang after getting poor ratings, says Sandeep Ghosh. Okay. Indian Army did not shut down the cinema halls. They protected them. People don't venture anywhere. Sunanda Vashisht, artists like Shahid Kapoor will earn crores defaming the army while our army men die every day to protect India, says Jagdish. Okay, so don't get into this. It's not a documentary. Why should it necessarily be factually correct? Also, there have been lots of other tweets talking about freedom of expression. Yes, learn to accept change instead of making Boycott Haider as a trend, someone says. So make sure you don't enrich filmmakers by buying a ticket. All right, so lots of very strong reactions there and strong protests from the Twitterati. Let me try and bring Kshitij back to find out. Kshitij, tell us. We just talked of how Vishal Bhardwaj has, in fact, instead of romanticizing Kashmir, he's given it a totally different feel. What do you think? Because, like you said, the chutzpah was pronounced differently, and AFSPA was also talked about. The Armed Forces Special Powers Act in the film. So what exactly has he done? Has he portrayed everything negatively, or has he shown the good and the bad of every side?
You see, the problem with a narrative cinema is, it's a screenplay. And at the end of the day, it's a screenplay and it's a story to be told.
Yeah.
And it's set in a structure, it's set in an environment called Kashmir, which most of us haven't experienced on our own. So the first time when he goes out there, and mind you, the screenplay writer of this is a Bashrat Peer. He's a very renowned Kashmiri, Basharat Peer here. Yeah. He's a very renowned Kashmiri journalist who has stayed there and had seen things at his first hand. And then I don't find the film offensive to a certain sector, be it the army, or it tries to do what an honest cinemaker does. It tries to speak for those who haven't got words. It tries to speak for the reality. At least it strives to do for that. Okay. So at the end of the day, what happens is it's an honest cinema. It's a bold cinema. And at the end, you need to have such cinemas. You need to have, even if it is good or bad, you need to have people speaking out there. And what is the role of cinema if it is not about people and if it's not about, a certain sort of ideology, if at all it is. But the cinema remains true to the core. It's a great story which has been told in a fashionable way. We must not forget that the bard speaking out here, it's all about Hamlet.
Great.
Hamlet. And the only thing is that the background or the wallpaper has been changed, and the wallpaper is something which we should carefully look into. So there are many people who are...
Kshitij, are you a student of film? Have you studied film?
Yeah, I have been working as a senior content writer. I've been writing stories for radios. I'm into writing scripts also.
Lovely.
So cinema is something which has always fascinated me.
That's coming out when you're doing the review. Great, Kshit. Okay, let's now talk about the movies, the music of the film. Gulome. We'll take a look at Gulome. Gulome has been sung by Arijit Singh, and it has an acoustic rock feel to it, and it grows on you. Probably, you might not like it right at the beginning, but, you listen to it a few times and it grows on you. Let's take a look at that song and let's see what Kshitij has to say about the music. बड़ा है दर्द का रिश्ता, बड़ा है दर्द का रिश्ता, बड़ा है दर्द का रिश्ता, ये दिल गरीब सही. All right, so that was Gulome by Arijit. And Kshitij, what was the music like? Vishal Bhardwaj is known for very, very lilting numbers and numbers that stay with you.
Yeah, Vishal Bhardwaj, when he teams up with Guljar, as always, he has been a great, it's a brilliant combo. So, the dark symphony which he creates out there, and, especially Gulome Rang, the high point for me was not the song by Arijit Singh. Okay, it's a very good song, it grows on you. But, the character in the film, when he sings it out there, in prison, when he's singing about, he's remembering Ahmed Faiz and he's singing these songs. And then the amount of poignancy which it leaves on the screen, the song in itself. And there's one song by Rekha Bhardwaj, Aaj Ke Naam, it's again a Ahmed Faiz number. I think in the end, when the movie ends and when the credits are rolling, you are left numb. You start thinking about the structure, about an idea called Kashmir. And that's where the whole, brilliance of a director lies. So music has always been a great compliment for Vishal Bhardwaj. I would give it a 5-star out of brilliant music.
Yeah, another number that we want our viewers to take a look at is Khul Kabhi, and of course this also has Arijit. This is a slow and a romantic mellifluous number. Take a look at that. Okay, so Kshitij, tell me, Arijit seems to be the next great thing on the blog, and can you hear me? Okay, I was saying that Arijit seems to be the next thing on the block, and what do you think of his voice and the combination of Vishal Bhardwaj's music with Arijit's voice?
Yeah, hello.
Yeah, I'm saying the combination of Arijit and Vishal Bhardwaj. That seems to be working very well for the film.
Yeah, Arijit seems to be selling like a hotcake right now. He's everyone's favorite, but Arijit has been always a soulful voice, and the backdrop of the movie and the ambience of the movie makes his voice. It takes him
Right.
superior. It's brilliant
All
thing.
right.
And
Great. Thank you so much, Kshitij. And Arijit, of course, is someone that we're all learning to love. And I'm definitely, after listening to you, I can tell you that I'm going to just wait to get the tickets. Tickets are not going to be easily available over the weekend, I'm sure. But whenever I can, I will definitely watch Haider. Thanks to your review.